Hello everybody, we are at the dance studios. This is Roberto Campanella, did I say that right?
Very good, very good.
Thank you. And I'm Olivia Gudaniec, your Jobs in Showbiz host. Thanks for tuning in weekly, and like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you haven't already. Roberto here is a choreographer and a movement coordinator.
Excellent.
Which is really exciting. You've worked on shows such as It, Silent Hill, Shape of Water, Mortal Instruments,
The Strain.
The Strain. I mean, there's so many really cool shows, so congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. It's a very exciting role to play.
Job, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've also, I've read, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you also collaborate, or have collaborated with figure skaters.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was pretty neat.
It is very neat. The first one ever was Kurt Browning. And I remember, well, I knew Kurt Browning because he was married to Sonia Rodriguez, who was with the National Ballet when I was at the National Ballet of Canada. And so at some point he sent me an email asking me whether or not I wanted to do a program for him. I wanted to create a program for him, and I thought he was joking. And in fact, my reply was, I don't even know how to tie the skates. So he said, well, that's great, because that's what I want. I don't want a skating choreographer. I want someone who can take me on a different kind of path than the usual tradition.
To the next level.
Yeah, so, and that's where it started. So then, Vale Marchei, who's an Italian skater, and she took one of my programs to the Olympics, which is great.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
And today we're here to highlight your job and all of your success. Back to film and television. I've seen some actor credits on IMDb. Do shows typically give you a part in when they hire you as a choreographer?
Yes. Sometimes that. I know. Sometimes that happens. My whole career as a movement coordinator starts with Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill.
Okay, so that was how everything started for you.
Everything started there. I was actually originally hired to be the movement coordinator, but then they were looking for the lead creature, which is called the Red Pyramid.
Yes.
And we went through a lot of casting. I was helping with casting, going to casting to show the actors how to move. The director wasn't really happy, and at some point they turned to me and they said, "What don't you do?" And so I was flattered, and of course I said yes. And so I did was Red Pyramid in it, and then during the shooting, they asked me to do another creature. His name is the janitor in Silent Hill. Coincidence, I guess, I don't know, circumstances
yeah,
that led to that.
It was meant to be.
And what's bizarre is that just a couple of weeks ago, I was called by pretty much the same people as Silent Hill. So Samuel Hadida, Don Carmody, and Roger Avery. Okay. So Roger Avery is now, he's writing, and he's directing. They're actually shooting as we speak. Lucky Day, a movie with Crispin Glover and
Nina Dobrev?
That's right. So they called me, and this is essentially 12 years later in a way, but they called me because, so I had another part in a scene, and because it was movement based. I'm not going to reveal more than that, but it was the first time that I actually also had lines. Because all the things that I've done in front of the camera were movement based.
Right, so now it's another level.
It was a bit nerve-wracking because I never used lines, but I had a great time.
Do you find that a lot of the movies that you're hired for are like in the horror genre?
Yes.
It's like creatures and stuff.
Yes, I would say 70%, if not more.
And how do you get hired on these productions? Do you reach out to production companies? Do they kind of find you? Is there a bulletin board?
Well, Silent Hill was a big thing to have on your resume.
Oh yeah.
There is a lot of word of mouth. I mean, Toronto is packed of, as you know, is packed of film productions all the time, but your name goes around very quickly. I do have an agent, Peter DaCosta from DaCosta Talent.
So that helps for sure. So get an agent if you want to be a choreographer.
That's right. It's really important because agents do get breakdowns of something that we would never know, but they do. So
taking advantage of your talents, and you happen to found your niche and things are moving forward.
Yeah.
And what's something you wish you knew when you were starting out as a choreographer?
I wish I knew more about the film lingo. There is that constant exchange with the directors, a lot of communication with directors and producers all the time. But once on set, it's important that you know actually how set works.
Yeah, it's a different world.
Yes, the things that you have to be aware how to translate the director's vision according to what we're seeing, according to that frame, not according to a general thing. Everything has to be narrowed down to specifics. You have to be really aware of continuity. So really have to know the script as well as the rest of the team and the group.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and I think it's like anything. The more you do your homework, and the more it will pay off.
And the right people will come into your life, and just stay positive and don't give up. So right now you are a resident choreographer and artistic director at a school in Toronto, which you mentioned. Mm-hmm. How did that opportunity come about?
Well, Pro Arte Dance is a professional dance company. So we've been in operation for 13 years. This year is the 14th season of shows. And it's shaping up so beautifully. They're so different from each other. What I love of the evening is just that it's shaping up into an emotional journey for an hour and 15 minutes, whatever that is. So we will be performing at the Harbourfront at the Flag Theatre, November 1st to the 4th, and even if people want to go to proartedanza.com,
I'll be sure to put a link at the bottom.
Yes, to proartedanza.com, they can just buy tickets directly on site. Yeah.
Wonderful. So now we're going to get on the dance floor and see what Roberto can show us.
Why don't I show you? Why don't I show you what I did with the vampires?
Okay, awesome. So let's get up and let's get going.
So there are a few things that are really important for a vampire on the set. Okay. They actually glide when they walk, so they don't bounce, right? So the chin is down, you look through your eyes, you can tilt your head, and you go good. And now the arms, you're just gonna show a little bit of the it's like as they go like wings, ready to take off. You tilt your head, good, very good. So if the camera is your prey, so you focus on the prey, and just remember that the vampires, there is only one big motivation, which is food, which is blood. And you approach the prey, and you're always ready to go, and you glide into it, you tilt your head, you twitch. Good, good.
So Roberto, before I let you go, if there was another job you could do on set, what would it be and why?
I think I would love to be a director. For two reasons. One is because they're always on, meaning they're always busy.
Oh yeah.
Whereas as a movement coordinator, there is a lot to wait. You wait until you're involved in the scene, and you need it. Otherwise, as you know, there is a lot of waiting around, and I'd rather be busy. But more than anything, I think it's fascinating. I work with a lot of directors, and me as a choreographer since '95, I have been directing people. So I think that's probably why I feel something in common. That's why I feel so drawn into it, so fascinated, and always next to the director or in front of the monitor to see what they do, and I think that's what I will do happily.
Well, thanks, and thanks guys for watching.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.